There are a lot of talking regarding Japan military re-emergence today, but actually Japan has been normalizing its defense policy and upgrading its military capabilities since the end of the Cold War. It is true that we recently noticed an acceleration of this trend, especially in the context of rising tension and friction in East Asia, with a more powerful and assertive China and a North Korea that made a lot of progress on its ballistic and nuclear programs. So that's why the current Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who came into power in December 2012, has decided a 5% increase in the defense budget over the next 5 years. And he has also adopted a series of reforms in order to provide its country with a brand new security architecture. The first objective is first for Japan to better protect itself. In front of China, Tokyo wants to ensure its air and maritime superiority. And in order to do so, it will station more troops and equipment in its southwest, especially with a focus on surveillance capabilities in order to better monitor the Chinese activities around the Senkaku Islands. The second objective is for Tokyo to increase its role as a security provider and to build a network of security partners. And this explains why the Abe government is trying currently to change the interpretation of the pacifist constitution in order to allow its country to use its right of collective self-defense. And this should allow Japan to come to the rescue of its American ally in case of an attack in the region. And this should also facilitate the participation of the self-defense forces to international operations. The current doctrine, so to say, of the Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is a proactive pacifism. He is really willing to send more troops abroad in order to ensure the international stability. The coming back of Japan as a defense and military player is providing a lot of opportunities for Europe and France. This can be done through a deepened strategic dialogue. This is already happening with UK and France, for example. But I think that one of the most promising areas for cooperation is defense equipment. France and Japan are currently discussing a way to jointly develop unmanned submarines, for example.